Hello everyone, my name is Engineer James and today we'll be discussing on the 5 types of foundation that are majorly used in Nigeria. And I would like you to note that these foundations are chosen based on certain criteria. So one of the criteria is the load requirement, the type of structure that is being built, and soil conditions. So these are the requirements that necessitate the type of foundation you use on your land. So moving on, the first on our list is the strip foundation. The strip foundation is also known as the continuous footing. They are long and narrow. They distribute the load of bearing walls over a long or should I say wider area. They can also be used when you are using closely spaced column. You can use a strip foundation. They are commonly used for low-rise building with low bearing walls and in conditions where the soil has adequate bearing capacity. So how is it constructed? First of all, the trenches is being dug along the place where you're going to put your blocks. Secondly, concrete of your desired mix ratio is mixed and then poured into these trenches. So you either decide to put reinforcements or not. Moving on to the second in our list is the pad foundation. The pad foundation is also known as isolated footing. It is either square or rectangular in shape, and they support individual columns. The idea for this structure, they are used with widely spaced columns, just like columns in commercial buildings and industrial structure. And how is this constructed? First, a hole is being dug at the place, or should I say at the column location. Then concrete pads are poured into these holes. Reinforcement is often used to handle bending moments. The third on the list is the raft foundation. Raft foundation are also known as mat foundation. They involve a large slab of concrete covering the entire footprint of the structure. They are suitable for buildings on weak or expansive soil where other foundation would be insufficient. Your raft foundation is used. It is often used for high-rise building and heavy structure. So how is this constructed? First of all, there has to be an excavation of the entire area with a required depth. Then you lay your waterproof membrane if it's necessary. Then your concrete of desired mix ratio is poured over the entire area. Don't forget to provide your reinforcement as instructed by the structural engineer. The next on our list is the pile foundation. The pile foundation consists of a long, slender column that is driven deep into the ground to reach a soil or a rocky layer. So it is used for heavy structures and in areas where we have weak surface soil. It is mainly used for bridge, tall buildings, and offshore structures. How is it constructed? Piles are drilled or driven into the ground using various methods. Some of the methods could be hammering, vibrating, or boring holes in it into the ground. Then piles can be made of timber, steel, or concrete. The top of the pile is connected by a pile cap. This will help in load distribution. Now the fifth, the last but not the least on our list is the pile foundation. The pile foundation consists of a vertical column of concrete or masonry that supports the structure above the ground. It's commonly used for buildings on slope or in flood-prone areas and for lightweight structures. So how is it constructed? First of all, a hole is being drilled, or they dig a hole at a required depth, and then the piers are constructed by pouring concrete or laying the masonry into those holes. The piers are often spaced apart and connected by a beam to support the load of the structure. So the difference between the pier foundation and the pier foundation is that the pier foundation goes much more deeper till it reach a stable layer, stable strata, or a rocky layer, something that can hold the structure. If not, they continue digging, they continue drilling, but the pier is shallow. So there are much more differences between all this type of foundation, but these are just the basis. So thank you for listening and watching. Please like and comment. See you on the next one.